excited about three things today. The first is that Jared's back from his trip. The second is that it's gonna be warm enough outside this afternoon that I get to wear my favorite dress. And the third is that we're going to a tulip festival today. I'm really excited. The fields are only at 20%, but I checked out pictures from yesterday and it looks incredible. So I wanna do my makeup to reflect my feelings of happiness, and I'm going for a spring look. I'm gonna focus on two products. The first is the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation Fluid. A viewer named Becky asked if I would try this out and give a review. So I've used it a few times, so I have some initial thoughts. And then so many of you guys wanted to see a get ready with me video featuring the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I don't know what type of eye look I'm going for today, but I know I'm gonna use this. But let me go ahead and start and I'll tell you what I have on my face so far. Before I went in with the Josie Maran, I first applied a little bit of the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I'm still loving this. I feel like I use it in every get ready with me video. It's just a really nice face primer that adds a little bit of moisture and helps your foundation last longer. So the Vibrancy Foundation. The two things I like best about it are the amount of coverage. It really does help with redness, but your skin still looks like skin, and the finish is gorgeous. It's glowy without looking greasy. I think it makes you look healthy. The biggest downside, and the reason that this has not become like an all-time favorite foundation, is it transfers so easily. I know the second I step outside, my allergies will kick in and I'll start wiping my nose and I won't have any foundation left on by the end of the day. And when I put on sunglasses, where the sunglasses sit and rest on the bridge of my nose, no foundation is there by the end of the day. So that is the big drawback, but I still think it's worth it to get a sample of this, and maybe you won't have that same experience. But if you've tried this, let us know in the comments down below. Maybe there's a different primer I could use that would help kind of grab and hold onto this foundation better. For underneath my eyes, I started with my favorite Urban Decay Color Correcting Fluid in Peach. And I really focused this where I had the most darkness, which was in this inner corner. And then I blended it out with a micro beauty blender. And then I used something brand new today for the first time. This just came out from Well People, and it's called the Bio Correct Multi-Action Concealer. And I purchased it in shade Fair. I had seen Lily from Genuine Glow talk about this on Snapchat. I ended up ordering it from the Detox Market and was my first time ordering from them. And there were so many different places carry this, but there was a David's toothpaste I was also interested in, and Detox Market carried both of those. So I got them both in last night and I used the toothpaste, and so far so good. It felt really good. And then this concealer, I think the color is really nice. I like that it's a little bit thinner in consistency than other natural concealers that I've used so far. I don't think it's as much coverage as my Urban Decay, but the big thing that will make it or break it for me is if it creases throughout the day. So I'm excited to see how this wears. Since the Josie Maran is so glowy, I must set it with a powder, and I use the RMS Unpowder. I first take a smaller brush and use this to set my concealer, and then I go in with the Too Faced Mr. Right brush. I love this brush. I've talked about it one other time, and I wanted to let you know that I'm still loving it. It washes up awesome. So I use this first with the Unpowder, and then I immediately go in with the same brush into the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. And I use this on the perimeter of my face, a little bit on my cheekbones, just to create some warmth. And then, okay, if you take one thing out of this video, this product is amazing. It is the new Lorac Buildable Matte Blush in Prism. You have to at least go into Ulta and swatch this if you're really big into blushes. It is so smooth, and even though it says buildable, it's still really, really pigmented. So I use my favorite blush brush, which is the multi-purpose, I think, multitask brush from Real Techniques, and apply this to my cheeks. I love the color, I love the finish. I love how long this lasts. I think that's probably one of the biggest things, is that it still hangs around till the end of the day. And then something that has really grown on me the more and more I use it is the RMS Master Mixer. This looks so gorgeous on top of the Lorac blush. This is more of a rose gold than the Living Luminizer. The Living Luminizer is more white, and this has a little bit more warmth to it. It's subtle but glowy at the same time. I have seen this on so many different skin tones, and it looks incredible on everybody. So I apply this to the top of my cheekbones and a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and it just adds that little bit of like springtime sunlight to your face. For brows, I use my Samo products that I've showed you a million times, but I will put a link to my eyebrow routine down below if you want to see it in depth. But I have been really happy with my eyebrows lately. A few weeks ago, I started using an all-natural lash and brow serum called Plume. I don't know if I've seen like a huge difference in my lashes, but in my eyebrows, I have always had so much sparseness on the upper part of my arch, and slowly but surely all these little hairs have started to come in, and it's taking me less and less time to do my eyebrows, which is fantastic. I really need to get them done, but I'm trying to hold off. I want to use the serum for a few more weeks so that they can be completely full, and then I can just go get the little stray hairs threaded. But I'm really excited about that, and I'll talk more about that lash and brow serum in an upcoming video. But I think that's everything I have on my face so far. I'm gonna move in a little bit closer and we'll get started with the eyes. I've already primed my eyes with the Kat Von D primer, and now I'm going into the Sweet Peach palette, and I'm taking White Peach on a fluffy brush. And I'm gonna put this from my crease all the way up to my brow bone. So this will act as a highlight, and it'll also help all the crease colors blend a little bit easier. One of my favorite shades is Georgia, and I'm taking that on the same brush. It's a matte pinky mauve, and it is beautiful. If you have a really fair skin, this is a gorgeous crease color. And if you have deeper skin, I think if you put your regular crease color, maybe a deeper brown, and you know, sometimes you want something to blend out a medium tone shade from your highlight, so you need something to go right in between. I think Georgia would be amazing for that. So I'm just going to lightly take this all the way from the outside corner all the way in using windshield wiper motions. And then once I get the color placed, I like to use smaller circular motions to make sure it's really blended out. One of my favorite shades in the palette is actually the green called Bless Her Heart, which I think is a super cute name. The shade is gorgeous. So I'm gonna take this on my MAC 239 brush. I'm gonna end up probably having to reapply this because I'm gonna buff it away. But just for the placement right now, I'm gonna take this on my outside corner and just press it on, not going too far, kind of keeping it towards the edge. If I decide I want the look to be a little bit more dramatic, I can bring it in, but for right now, I'm gonna keep it right here. Now to blend that out, I'm going in with another one of my favorite MAC brushes. This is the 221. It's a very small, petite crease brush, and I'm just gonna buff a brown around that green to make the look a little bit more wearable. I think you could either use Puree or Summer Yum. I think I'm gonna go in with Puree. It looks a little bit more neutral. So I'm getting just a little bit on the tip of the 221 brush, and I'm using my Bite Agave Lip Mask just to make sure I don't take this color too low. So then I'm just gonna lightly buff right around the green and go up into the crease with this brown. And this is the part where I'll probably blend away some of the green, but then I can just reapply later. To finish up my lid, I simply flipped the 239 brush over it and applied Nectar, which is this golden banana yellow color. I wasn't sure I was gonna like it, but it's actually really pretty. Now I need to help kind of blend the yellow and the green together. So I'm gonna take the same 239 brush on the Nectar side and just kind of rub it off in the back of my hand. I'm gonna apply Luscious, and I'm gonna apply it right in between those two colors, and then using light patting motions, try to blend it all together so it's a little bit more seamless. This is the point where if I feel like I've lost any of that green, I'll go back and apply a little bit more. I think I want to brighten up the crease just a little bit, so I'm going to use Candied Peach, which is a matte shadow but has some pink glitter in it. I've used it before and the pink glitter doesn't really translate to the lid, so I'm going to use it like it's a matte, and I'm going to take it on the same Sigma E35 brush that I've been using a lot. Just tiny little tap right onto the tip of the brush, and then I'm going to buff that up into my crease and just add a little bit more peachiness. I'm not sure what I want to do for eyeliner. I brought down the Physicians Formula Eye Booster, but I brought it down in deep brown instead of black. I think brown would go better than black. So I'm gonna start off by doing a thin line. I might add a little bit of a deeper brown right to the outside corner. I just need to play and see how that looks. To finish up, I curl my lashes, and then on my upper lashes, I use the Benefit Roller Lash, and on my lower lashes, I use their tinted primer. This could be a mistake because if I step outside and allergies are bad, my eyes will water. I haven't had any issue with the tinted primer smudging so far. Maybe today will be the true test. And then I just tried on 1,000,001 lipsticks. I had no idea what I wanted to wear, and I ended up with quite the concoction, all Bite products. First, I applied Amaretto, which is one of the matte lip crayons. This was just a little bit more nude than what I was going for, so I topped it off with some of Verbena. And if you watched my last Sephora haul, Verbena came in a trio in this really cute makeup bag. It's deeper and adds a little bit more warmth, so I thought that was really pretty on top. And then I decided I wanted some shine, so the last thing I used is the Bite Opal Gloss, and I focused this on the center of my lips and then blended it out. But took a little bit of effort, but I think it turned out really pretty. And then I decided not to do my hair. I think Jared's gonna take the top down in the Jeep, so my hair stands no chance whatsoever, so I decided not to waste time curling it. But that is all for this Get Ready With Me video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some new products in action. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. But thank you so much for watching today, and I'll be back with a new video very soon.